customer, otherwise I am producing waste, right? Then production capacity means what? Capacity, maximum production we can do, that is capacity. Maximum time we can sleep means sleeping capacity. Maximum time we can work means working capacity. Overcapacity means we can produce more but demand is less, right? The undercapacity means demand is more but we can't produce, that is undercapacity, right? That is easy to understand this. So overcapacity means resources available for production are not fully utilized, right? Resources they are fully utilized, not fully utilized means it's inefficient, right? Resource is there, then resources are we don't need all the resources, we need very few resources to produce them, that is overcapacity. So there will be a excess resource that will be idle, that will be not utilized, right? That is why that's called not fully utilized. It's said it's that's word is given in different words. That sentence is given in different words, you will be confused. Always think that production is high, right? Production capacity is high, we can produce more but we don't need to produce, we have the more machine, we have the more labor, but demand is very less. So excess labor, excess machine, excess time will not be utilized, that's why not fully utilized. The resources are underutilized and return on asset is lower than it could be. If an attempt is made to increase selling prices to improve the return, products and services may become expensive relative to competitors, right? No, so attempt to make increase selling prices, we can increase the selling prices, we can increase the volume, but even though increase the volume, customer will not buy. Customer every day buying only 1 kilogram of rice. Example, take we are in a rice milling business. Even though we produce the 100 kilogram rice in a day, there are only this much of customer buy this. Customer will not eat more than that. Maybe this is a good example for essential products, right? Phones also same thing. If I buy the one phone, I will use for 2 years or 3 years or 1 year, so I don't need the phone again. So phone companies also having that type of capacity, overcapacity, right? Then in the service industry, it could be send out the wrong message to the customer. Example, restaurant that is not full may give the impression that the food is not enough. And we in Sri Lanka also that myth, right? Sometimes we are saying if the hotel is having not crowd, we saying that hotel does not have the crowd also. Why we are going that? Hotels having this big place, but customers are very less. It means customer coming to that hotel is less, right? It doesn't mean their food and their facility is not good. That is also maybe overcapacity, right? Then undercapacity means the production being demanded then is able to produce. Then if the organization is unable to satisfy customer demand, it is missing out on profit from the production service, right? Even though demand is there, if 100 customers there and coming to our hotel and eating means we getting maybe 200 rupees per customer, maybe lunch, so we will get 20,000. But if we can produce only 50 meals, 50 customer produce, we will only receive 10,000 revenue loss. Understand this correctly. In your MCQ it may be asked in a complex question. Then in the service industry also same thing, less comfortable. If you are going to the salon, only 3 chairs there, 3 person is there. If 10 persons come there, other 7 will be see the movie, see the TV, see the paper. Then sometime they go. Then within that time, the customer will leave from that salon. That is also loss, right? The capacity management, therefore we have to manage the capacity. There are techniques to understand the customer demand and balance the capacity to the customer. Sometimes if we have the overcapacity, if we have the salon, there are 20 people working there. In each time there is no customer coming more than 20, right? There is a standard deviation. There's a standard deviation, that is customer will not more than the 20. That is every time recording, no? So recording we will understand that customer will not get more. So we can reduce the resource. We can say 5 people, only 15 people are always full in our saloon, so we don't need you all, can you find another job? So they will find and go. That is the first technique. Second technique, we can outsource them. We can put them to another saloon. We can ask them, we have the people, we can put there, but we need a commission. It's like we can do, right? Otherwise we can open another saloon in a separate location and put 10 people there or 5 people there or capacity there, and we can earn the money from there, right? We can use many techniques to utilize the over capacity, right? Otherwise reduce the capacity. Open a branch, otherwise reduce the capacity, right? There are 4 planning and control activities associated with the balancing and a demand, right? Loading, sequencing, scheduling, monitoring and controlling. So loading means, loading is the amount of work allocated to an operating unit. The term was first applied to allocation of works to machine or group of machine, but is applicable to the operating unit. Example, air salon, right? So loading means we will understand the which customers are like to go to this service provider. In salon, take salon hairdresser. So we will take the order from the customer and we will give the time. We will load them. We will give the time. Please don't come at a 5 o'clock because person you prefer to cut the hair is busy with another person, and also another person is waiting for him. So it will take 1.5 hours. You will come this time after 5:30, after 6, after 1.5 hours. So he will come on that time. So he will be free and he will take. So loading, we will get the orders from the customer. We will keep the time. It will be load. It means load. We loading the service provider. We loading the product, right? The sequencing. And single decision have to be taken when work comes in about an order which different. This is the planning. This is the this 4 loading, sequencing, scheduling, monitoring and controlling a plan to understand the overcapacity, right? So I explained this. Hairdresser, we will reduce the, we will have to call for a, we will get the call from the customer and we order the customer and give the time. So this all process will be this all 4. We will sequence. We will sequence means we will make order one by one. Customer, you come in this time. This means sequence. Making the order in order. Customers order in a order, correct order. But time wise we have to divide this. It will be a sequencing and the scheduling, monitoring and control, right? Scheduling and monitoring and control, we have to see whether this will be effective, right? So the whole process will be this. You just read this, you can understand that. Then capacity planning and control. Planning and controlling capacity involves planning the normal capacity of the operation, right? Then reacting to changes in demand. So we have to first plan for the normal capacity. If you are going to produce the 100 denims, if the demand also 100 denims, better to produce 100 denim in a week. If demand is reducing, we have to reduce the production. That is also good planning, right? If you increase the production, we have to increase. Hotels also the same thing. If the in the lunch time, if all the meals are sold out and still customer coming, so demand is more, our supply is less. So we have to try to increase the demand. So we have to find the way. That is reacting to changes in demand, right? So it has many implications. It has the cost may be reduced if you produce more, economies of scale, right? Our cost will be increased if you produce less. Demand is low but price we can't increase. Demand is low, we selling small quantity but we can't increase the price because competitor also giving the same price. If we increase the price, customer will go to there. So cost. So revenue also same thing. So as price wise and quality, production quality also may be changed because we are going to satisfy all the demands and we have to increase the supply. So we hurry to, for example, taking denim manufacturing. After denim is produced, quality checking process will be there. It will get at least 20-25 minutes to see all the measurement. This is measurements are correct, fold measurements are, zip is correctly the stitcher, right? So they are sewing style is correct, so everything in 20 minutes. But in a week, if your capacity is only making 150 50 denims, but you have the 200 denim order, you will see we can increase the revenue by increase the supply. You can increase the supply, but you can't increase your capacity to checking process just have the 150 denim, 20 minutes per denim, then you will have the 150 only your capacity, but you will reduce the checking that quality 10 minutes, so you can increase your product. So your quality checking will be reduced, means your quality also may be reduced. He will hurry and he will urge to check the products, check the denims and send off. So our name will damage. It will have the more cost, it will again impact to the cost. It will again impact to the our revenue also, right? That wrong is not done by that big companies. Levi's, if they did, so recently Coca-Cola company also did. It was not published in the paper, media. They published something else in recent years. So they hide it with this money, right? The speed of response to demand. I already told that we can speed up the production to give the customer. If 10 order comes for the cake, we can produce the 10. If 100 comes, we can't produce. But if you want to produce and make more revenue, you will speed the demand. We recruit some outsourced personnel. We can outsource from the other bakery people, right? Just assume we can take new machine quickly, or we can hire the machine and produce these cakes. So we hurry, speed to response demand, dependability of supply. They already told supply should be there, even though demands come, our capacity, that will be the supply. Then flexibility, measuring demand and capacity. First we have to forecast the demand. We have to forecast what demand we have, how much we can sell. It cannot be easily forecast in new business. Business has to be run. If you go and ask to your boss, if you're working in a manufacturing company, you can just go and talk with your boss. Go and talk with senior personnel. Go and talk with your managers. Ask, our demand is what? In a monthly, how much of we sell? You can see there. We selling only 3,000 shirts. So it will be demand. So you have to forecast 3,000 shirts in next month, not a 3,500. So we have to forecast that. Then that is that, right? That is for operation management process, demand forecast should be expressed in terms of units rather than in terms of sales revenue. It should be unit. He can't say we earning 30 million rupees in a month. You should say how much we have to produce. That is operation management. That is 30 million production means it is a budget. So finance management, right? For demand should be in a unit. Understand these things. In MCQ it can be asked, and forecast should be accurate as possible because capacity will be planned on the basis of the forecast. Can you forecast more than your capacity? You can't forecast more than your capacity. You can understand your demand, right? Demand is 3,000, but we can only produce 2,000. Means your demand should be 2,000. Forecast should be limit to your capacity, right? In auditing also we finding those errors. Sometime in revenue it's showing 30 million, 300 million revenue, right? But we are seeing manufacturing places raw material are very less and production also less, how can you earn this 300 million profit? Your capacity is only produce this cake or this products this much. So this much of revenue will be this much of product will get revenue in this much. It means, for example, take only 15 million cakes will be produced. 15 million cakes produced in a year. One cake price may be 1000 rupees. One cake, 15 million cake cannot be produced. Will take 5 million, right? 5 million. So 1000 rupees per cake mean 5000 million. But your revenue is showing 50,000 million revenue. That is wrong. That is a very famous in auditing also, right? Then forecast of demand should give some indication of the degree of uncertainty. Where possible, the variation in demand should be assessed statistically, perhaps on the basis of demand pattern from the past. Demand will be accurate, but you should have the what we can achieve. That first one. Second one, what we have to achieve, right? We can anyway sell 100 lunch packet today, but we are trying to sell 200 lunch packet today, but maximum we can touch under 80 packets. So it means, so your variation will be 80, right? So you will have to produce at least 130 packets, 30 packets more. If 30 packets finish, you can produce another 50. It should be variation. You have to keep the material as a material. If you produce the product, it has to be sold quickly. Otherwise, it will be expired quickly. Meals items. You have to keep the material, but you will not produce. That's why variation is needed to estimate it, right? The measuring capacity. Forecast demand and measuring capacity. Measuring capacity state for task except for standardization. So based on the demand, we have to measure the capacity and we have to amend the capacity, right? The planning for capacity. There are different planning capacity: level capacity planning, chase demand plan, demand management plan, mix of above 3 type of plan. So what are these? Don't depend on these technical words. Understand the meaning of this. That is enough, right? So level capacity means level capacity plans is maintain activity at a constant level over the planning period and to ignore fluctuations in forecast demand, staffing and other resource levels are kept constant. In a manufacturing operation, when demand is lower than capacity, the operation will produce goods for inventory. In a service operation, there will be idle resources. When demand is low, there will be delays and operation probably lower service when demand is toffee company. Take the toffee production of toffee. They will produce each and every month 1 million toffee. Each and every month 1 million profit. 1 million toffee. One month maybe 9 lakhs of toffees can be sold. Another month maybe 1.2 million profit can be sold. Another month maybe 1.1 million profit can be sold. They are producing constant. It is very example for chain manufacturing. Chain manufacturing, flow manufacturing. It means milk powder, Lux Spray, Anchor, Nesspray, then Diamond. Those milk powder are produced constantly. They taking the milk from these cows and they process and they making the milk powder in each and every month constant. That's why sometimes you can see milk powders are not available in the market. Sometimes there are maybe surplus milk powder, right? It means and good. Another example is vegetables, fruits. Sometimes price is high, sometimes price is very low. We can't assume that that price will be reduced this much. Variation is very high. 1 kilogram onion will be 1000. Today 1 kilogram onion will be 100 rupees. So variation very different. Within 2-3 months it is increasing, decreasing, but productions are same. It's mostly applicable to generic business, right? Taking from the nature and sell as same, sell as it is. Milk, taking nature and sell. So production are very constant. So their capacity may be underutilized, overutilized, but demand is, supply will be same, right? Demand may be over or under. supply will be same, capacity also increase, decrease, but they produce anyhow. I should produce 1 million. If my capacity is reduced, I will hire a person, I will hire a machinery. Anyway companies are producing maximum based on their capacity, so they will not produce more than that, right? Then chase demand. This plan is the opposite of a level capacity plan. It aims to match capacity to focus fluctuation in demand. To achieve this, resources must be flexed. For example, staff numbers might have to be variable and staff might be required to work overtime or shifts. Variations in equipment levels might also be necessary, perhaps by means of short-term rental arrangement. Project-based teams and virtual organizations may help provide flexibility needed to implement a chase demand. So chase demand means we are producing only up to the level demand is there. Good example is tailor shop. In tailor shop, if one person can come and ask, I want to sew this shirt, can you do that? So demands comes, he produce and give. So other times he will be idle. Order comes, work given. Based on the demand, we changing our operation and we changing our time, and sometimes in festival times, nights are like a noon for the tailor shop employees. They are working in nights. So based on demand, they increase their resources. Time also resource. Increase their capacity and work. Right? The easiest example is that. Then third one, demand management plan. It means it is depend on the marketing strength of the company. If my marketing strength is good, I can demand management plan. I can flex the demand. It means I am producing 1 million, but I am selling only 900,000 products. So balance 100,000. I have to anyway sell that. Right? Giving some promotion and some discount. Right? KFCs are doing. So now no season for the discounts. No season for promotion. Every month a promotion because they have the target to sell this much of quantity of products, not the revenue. This much of quantity of products, at least, right? That is given by the parent, given by the franchisor from the American company. They telling you have to sell at least this much of buns. Otherwise, we will take the franchising license from you. That's why they are giving the promotion. So demand, production will be same, right? Production will be same, but we don't worry about the demand. Whatever we sell, we can sell. We keep the balance as a stock, means that is level capacity plan. First one. Second one, chase demand plan means based on the demand we producing. Third one, same as the capacity plan, but balance stock level, what is in the stock also try to be sold. Anyhow, we are giving promotion, or we are giving the employees saying 50% offer given to our products, please buy. Then anyway buy, right? So our products will be gone to there, and products preference, products taste, products quality will be understood by the customer, and automatically next month they will automatically comes, right? Some companies are happening. Otherwise mix, we can use everything. So right, this is the meaning of these things, right? I'm giving the notes also. If you forgot, read that. The MRP1 and MRP2, very important. This is a whole theory, right? More than 10 years we are using these theories. So MRP1 and MRP2 means these are the softwares used by the manufacturing companies, right? MRP1 is material requirements planning. It means how much of material I need to produce this product will be given by the software. For example, 1 kilogram of wheat flour want to produce a 1 cake, means if I input I want to produce 1000 cake, so how much of kilogram I need will be given by that, right? Cake not only having flour as the ingredients, right? Remember that. You can say MRP1 is very easiest one, 1000 kilogram cake means 1000 cake means 1000 kilogram. Why we need this MRP one software for this much of price? Cake including many ingredients, right? Some of the cakes are very tastiest because of the ingredients, right? Some ingredients are not available in Sri Lanka also. Some we have to import from India, we have to import from UK, right? We have to order for that. So if you have the 1000 kilogram cake, this type of cake, chocolate cake, right, coffee cake, or otherwise butter cake, ribbon cake, many type of cakes there. So if I input that it will give how much of sugar you need, how much of water you need, how much of milk you need, how much of eggs you need. So it will give all the details. We order that and come to our manufacturing place, and we can start the product. We can everything put together and we can start. We don't worry about that. Nothing will be, taste will not be changed. So MRP one is ensuring taste will not be changed, the customer satisfaction will not be changed, even any volume of the production done. That's why MRP one is needed. I think you understood. Not don't confuse this. MRP one is material requirement value, how much of material we need to this produce this much of products, this much of volume of products, right? So it will give if you insert 1000, if you already you already applied how much of ingredients I need for 1 cake, you already made the that's input to this software. 1 kilogram of coffee cake. So I am working in a one cake company, right, cake manufacturing company. I'm doing the audit there, so I know that they have the varieties of cake. They bring one time I have ordered a cake, so they given me the catalog is the more than 150 type of cake. I told I can't understand everything, which cake is very tastiest. I asked the salesperson, my friend, that's we know those persons, right? We know those persons. We are good. They are very good persons to deal with us. But we are independent, right? We are independent. Otherwise, we can't do the audit. Smiling and laughing and keeping, but works is work. If there are any problem in accounts, we will definitely qualify our audit report, right? It is different. That's why you need a professional ethics in your body, your heart, your mind, right? Chartered is that. Chartered giving you good personality to you, right? So she has given the catalog, and I told I don't want to read everything. Please tell which one is good one. She told this one is good one, and she within a 1.5 hour she made and given. Right? They also using this type of software. She does not know the salesperson and manufacturing that personal works in that baking these cakes don't know how much of ingredients, why we are input this much of ingredients. They see in that the software, and right, this sugar should be this level, water should be this level, butter should be this level, eggs are this much of eggs, right? They see that was included by the boss. That's key business technique is kept by this boss. He is using that software, and he input each and every cakes. 1 cake should include this much. So if 10 orders comes, 10 cakes, sometimes it's like this. 1 cake having the sugar level of 1 kilogram. Second cake, what is the second cake? They also 1 kilogram sugar level, right? Sometimes they can reduce the butter. Sometimes we can include that also in software. If we produce the 10 cake, we don't use the 10 cake butter. 9.5 cakes requirement butter may be enough. Sometimes like that, right? Sometimes production ingredient also like that, right? But the taste will not be changed, right? Then MRP 2, manufacturing resource planning. That is manufacturing resource planning. MRP 1 will give you how much of material you need. MRP 2 giving how much of each and every resources we need. Not only material, time, labor hour, how much of labor we need. How much of labor we need to produce 100 cakes. Is it enough to keep 10 employees? right? Is it enough to, so material requirement planning gives, if a 100 order comes, it can easily give, you should have the 100,000 kilogram of wheat flour, 1000 kilogram of sugar, 500 gram of butter, so 500 eggs it give. So whether is it possible, if everything is ordered to come to there, but there is only 10 people working there, they don't know how, they don't have that much of time to do this, they don't have that much of machine to do this, everything will be expired then, everything will be damaged, everything should be, will have to be throw to the dustbin, otherwise keep in the store. So MRP is introduced to shape up that limitation of the MRP one. It will say how much of hour you need. If you if order comes to prepare the cake within 5 years, I need a cake in order come at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and they say I need a cake by the 8 o'clock. So within 12 to 8 o'clock, only 8 hours there. Within 8 hours, can I make this much of cake? That will be given by the MRP2. MRP gives all the time, how much of labor we need, how much of machine we need, how much of it means your finance management subject, you will learn that the throughput accounting, absorption costing, ABC costing, and marginal costing. In marginal costing, labor cost there, fixed cost there, other costs are there, right? Other quantity of labor hours there, and how much of this machinery used, everything will be quantified, planned and quantified and given by the MRP2. That's why we need MRP2 is better than MRP1. Then ERP also introduced now. ERP1 is ERP, not ERP1, Enterprise Resource Planning. That is overall business. Overall business need are given by ERP. MRP1 and MRP2 are the technical words, right? There are many brand names, right? MRP1 may be produced by many companies, many software companies. They giving the some names. They giving the some their names, Star Software, the production planning, separate different names. But they giving the production priority type of names. But their purpose is one. If a material requirement only planning, so MRP1. So everything is planning, MRP2. So all the business operation, this value chain analysis will be planned, is a ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, right? So ERP is not in your syllabus, you are very lucky. So features include production planning, capacity planning, forecasting, purchasing, order entry, operation control, purchasing. We know if we can't, if we have to can produce 100 kilograms cakes, but we don't have that much of machinery, so we don't need to purchase that. So purchase also planned in that, right? The production method, the interesting part of the subject, production method. I will talk about this first. The first one, job manufacturing, second batch manufacturing, then line manufacturing and flow manufacturing. Very easy to understand. Job manufacturing means until your order is come, you will not work. Good example is construction. Another good example is audit firm. Until auditors is assigned by the board of director or shareholder in the general meeting, right? Annual general meeting, right? In this, I believe you know how auditors are assigned. Annual general meeting are conducted by the companies in each and every year. On that annual general meeting, coming year auditor will be assigned. So until the auditor assigned to that company's auditor will not plan for that. Auditor does not know will I be elected for this audit. Once that's happen only, he will plan. He will have the information. He will have the notice from the company. You are the auditor for us, auditor for our company. until you get that notification, you don't know you will be the auditor for that company. Then you are planning that. That is job manufacturing. Okay? Then tailor shop, salon. Once you go there and order only job manufacturing. It's a features and everything is given here. So features you can understand and you can write. Just think and write. Don't try to buy art. It's a big study pack. Then you can say job manufacturing is the product is only matched to one customer, right? If I wear a shirt with from the tailor shop, that shirt only can be wear by me, right? That size, color, taste. The others may not be like that, right? So job manufacturing of that. Then batch manufacturing. Batch manufacturing means we are producing the same products in a very small quantity, right? We are producing the shoes, but size of the shoe is 7. Different sizes of the shoes are produced. The size we are producing the size in 7, 8, 9. So we produce only 100 shoes in size 7. We producing 100 shoes in size 8. So batch manufacturing. In t-shirts and clothes also, ready-made clothes also like that. You can see same type of t-shirt and shirts, small quantity, right? Small quantity. 5 t-shirt are same, because most of the human psychology is this. I don't want to wear the dress that is worn by others. That is behave that. So batch manufacturing giving only 5 or 10 production. So each and everyone wear that person's wear very rare, a small quantity, right? Then line manufacturing. Line manufacturing means it's like a chain manufacturing. So we'll learn the first chain manufacturing, flow manufacturing. Flow manufacturing, mass production. We have to produce more. So toffee, we have to produce same size, same product, all the people. Rice is good example. All the people are consuming their rice. So same product to everyone. To toffee, Alpenleaf toffee, the X toffee are producing mass production. So they are producing to everyone. Let me change to each and every person, right? Then line manufacturing means between the batch and chain, right? Batch and chain, it will be produced more, but limit to some extent and produce a different type of products. If you produce in Alpenleaf, sometimes toffees also there are some flavor toffees comes, strawberry flavor, mango flavor. It's like a batch manufacturing and like a chain manufacturing. Produce more batch and we produce more. Chain manufacturing, flow manufacturing means we are producing mass production. So all the people are same products. That is chain manufacturing, right? Very easy to understand is like this. Job manufacturing means customer order comes only we produce, only specific. Construction companies, construction order come only we produce. You can see here. What about that housing schemes, flats are built in the Colombo area? That's maybe line manufacturing, not a mass production. Line manufacturing in area to area. That's flats design and flats location is different, based on their people preference changing, so, right? That's maybe line manufacturing. That may be batch manufacturing, right? Producing small to the each and every location, right? The job manufacturing means only one. You can see one gold face building that's designed in the Colombo only. Not only Colombo, not the Colombo, Colombo, but in the gold face. You can see one gold face mall, same thing in. You cannot see same design and same mall in another place. It is specific, so it is job manufacturing, right? So I have given the notes also. Job production involves the production of single product or the provision of single service to the specification of the customer. Job production is often associated with the classical craft production and small firms, for example, repairing a computer for a specific customer or making flower arrangements for a specific wedding. Our large firm use job production to, for example, construction of bridges, building a new factory, designing and implementing advertising campaign, auditing the accounts of a large public limited company, installing machinery. The end production of job is single item that typically translate. An example might be machine specially constructed for use on a major building project, or more mundanely tailor-made suit. The product produced by a jobbing process will usually be made on the manufacturer premises and then moved to the customer's premises. So tailor shop is good example. Then there may be some on-site installations to be carried out once the item is delivered. There's some more notes. The characteristics of the end product job is they are one-off item. Only one person can use. They are made to the customer order. Right? Then no standard. No. If I say my leg size is this, my hand size is this, it will stitch that shirt or trouser in that size. But ready-made shirts, S means all S are same size. Or M means medium means all medium are same. L all large size of shirts are same. So standard means once standard means it will not be changed. It's like a criteria we should produce. S means you know that, right? If your father call and ask what size of your shirt means, you will say my size is medium, my size is large. You know that size will not be changed in the ready-made products, right? Then diverse, there may be many products areas where compete in job manufacturing. Job manufacturing, how can we compete with others? Speed of delivery. When a job comes, if a construction company who are speed, we are giving to them, because buildings we need quickly. If you want to construction house, you need the house quickly. So if one construction is speed, you will give to them, right? Then quality of the final product, then not only speed, that product should be good one. That's why we are not order the shades or trouser from the tailor shop. Quality is not good, because in Army, Diaz, No Limit, Fashion Bug, and Levi's and big those type of ready-made showrooms are giving the products in quality. Final product is good. Speed of delivery also good. You can go and take from there, right? They also taking the order. They also taking the order. You can order from them also. They stitching and giving, right? They are tailoring a very quality and very perfect, right? Job manufacturing is the more weightage in your syllabus. It's the following jobbing environment. This means jobbing environment will have more following. This means a process. Your process. It will be a complex, because each and every job may be different. Each and every order may be different. Based on that, we have to change our product line. So very complex. We will have the many tools with us, and we change that. Cake also same thing. Some cakes are height to the 5 feet, 6 feet, or 3 feet. So we should need that type of oven to bake that. But there are only 2-3 orders come in a year. So we have to keep that. So that is complex, no? It's difficult to keep there, right? And variable in nature, sense, and one job project is a variable. Product line will be changed. It must be flexible. We have to change our product line. We have to change our customer. That's cutting air to the old man and cutting air to the baby is different. Cutting air to the young man also different. So 3 persons are cut by only 1 person in a salon. So he should change his mindset and he should approach different way. Otherwise he will be problem. Right? Job may be a long duration, month perhaps, a very probably uncertain duration, at least early stages. the labor skill job environment will tend to be high. Labor, so it means all the most of the aircraft products are come under job manufacturing. You can see the gift items, some ornaments items are done by the job manufacturing. You can order your photo is fixed in the cups and tiles. There was some job manufacturing. That's why labor skill is should be high. The managerial input. So job manufacturing, most of the products are and designs and inputs are directed by the big people, bosses. I already told in cake one company I am doing the audit. They are also boss is meant to understand the manufacturing, meant to explain this manufacturing, and he will she will include the ingredients, what ingredients need in the software, right? So she should be more skilled, right? Then plant and good example business also, retail and wholesale business also, you can see bosses are involved in, right? In Main Street you can see there and see in big textile companies bosses are in the cashier. So he should know that, right? Then plant and equipment will tend to be a general purpose types rather than the tailor-made for specific purpose. Specifically equipment can be hired because it will be only needed to one-off basis, because it means a plant and equipment specific purpose means plant and equipment only used for that product. It means a standard product can be only produced. If it's general purpose, we can adjust that plant, right? That is the batch production. Line manufacturing, it is only explanation. The line and continuous flow processing. So line and continuous flow processing here it has the only one difference is product diversification. Otherwise line and continuous flow processing is same. So that's why in your syllabus line and flow manufacturing, it will have a topic that differentiate these two. Line manufacturing also producing mass production, many number of production for satisfy everything, but some flavors are changing, right? Small changes in products. In flow manufacturing, no changes, only one product to everyone. That is only difference between line and continuous process, right? Lean manufacturing means not a manufacturing, not a theory, it's a type of the manufacturing. Lean manufacturing means lean is a technique for the manufacturing, right? Not a manufacturing method, right? Don't confuse this. This is a different one. Lean means reduce the wastages, right? Before 20 years, 10 years, in phones, we don't have the we will have the cover for phone. It means we have to open that cover, that flip, and we have to speak. But new phones only have the display, so that is lean. We remove that flip, right? If you open that cover, it's automatically answer. We don't need that. That is extra cost, extra material going. So it's a lean waste, no. So we reduce that and we give in the answer button in the display, right? That is a good example. So lean manufacturing can be implemented quickly. We'll have more time. We don't know which one is not adding value to customer, which one is not adding value to us business. So we stop that and we giving some alternative. That is lean manufacture. There are 5 techniques is given by the Walkman, right? Define value. In a value stream we will understand which is adding value to the customer, right? Which one is adding really value to the customer. If you use the phone is speed only. If you will increase the speed of the phone. If touch is speed, you will increase the touch. So in a production process, so backside metal is not that much of adding value. So we need a speed process, speed network connection. So company is spending more time on that. We have to understand what customer really needs from us. The wait for, then map the value stream. We understand the value chain and see whether there is the wastage. Then create the flow. This involves reduce the interruption, bottlenecks and delays so the remaining steps run smoothly. Methods such as breaking down steps, reordering the process and the flow. Flow should be there. If flow is there, no wastage come. If one production one time machine is runs, it will have the cost, electricity cost there, labor is there. So once the machine is going on, we have to give all the raw material, whatever the raw material needed, whatever the labor needed to that machine. Otherwise machine only runs and there is no raw material, it will delay and machine idly just working. Sometime in some organization machine run full day, never stop. If stop, it again to take start after half an hour or 1 hour. Some machine are like that. We have to clean inside the machine and we have to again start. We have to change everything and we have to put. So it will take some time. Not the eating or anything. We have to clean the machine and give. Some machines are there. So we have to create the flow. So our production process should be flow. Should not be interrupt. If the current going in our area, we have to buy a generator in order to stop that. Then establish pull. Then before reduce what is not add value, we have to take the understanding from the market. That means pull, right? So producing more and keeping the inventory means that is wastage, right? That is why nowadays JIT production is very famous. Just in time, we don't keep the inventory, right? Just in time means we don't keep the inventory means that is a technique to keep the inventory and the security of inventory and responsibility of inventory passed to the supplier. Once order come, we taking to the supplier. We have agreed with the supplier. We will buy this much of quantity, but we don't need to keep this our warehouse. You keep with your warehouse. Once the order comes, I will order. So suppliers also agree. It's like this. We will agree to buy some maximum. We will say you keep all the inventory with you, but each and every year I will definitely buy 1 million production, right? If your capacity is that, you will order 1 million, so he will keep. We don't need the warehouse to keep the stores. Warehouse cost also there. Rent has to be given. Security, one security has been assigned there. Then some products we need a refrigerator, right? The facilities should be given, so our cost can be reduced. That's called established pull. Then perceived perfection. Everything should be done correctly. That's continuously we have to do. That is perceived perfection. Lean accounting means, lean manufacturing means we are only doing the lean technique in the manufacturing process. Lean accounting means we are going to do the lean to the all the operation in the organization, right? That is lean accounting. That is also same thing given. Right. Then supply chain. What is supply chain? Supply chain means network of the value chain. I already told this, network of the value chain. Many organizations involving create this supply chain, right? So we have to, that's a supply chain. Supply chain is produced in a B2B business until product start. So I already told rubber latex is produced by the plantation company, and after they producing this rubber, the rubber sheets, and they keeping there, and they sell to distributor. They will again sell to manufacturer, right? Then manufacturer will produce and they will sell their production to the wholesaler or retailer, right? Wholesaler, retailer keep the products into showroom, or they will sell again to the another wholesaler or retailer, and they will sell to the customer. So these 5 people are involved in supply chain. So all the value chain means business, right? Value chain means organization. One organization means one value chain. So each organization are integrated this. So we have to find the supplier. So I am finding supplier means I am also going to part of this supply chain management, right? So supply chain management is concerned with the flow of goods or services throughout the organization with the aim of making the firm more competitive. So before competitor get the this supplier, I have to get this supplier. Right? There are many competition. There is a competition between firms to get suppliers. If latex in Sri Lanka, latex and tea companies are having a less supply, but demand is more. Latex also having same thing. In Sri Lankan latex, Sri Lankan rubber are mostly used for the tires, good rubbers, tires, not chewing gum. Chewing gum rubbers are very less in Sri Lanka. The South African and Indian companies are producing chewing gum rubbers, and our rubbers are very expensive and very quality for producing the tires, car tires and balloons and condoms, right? So some more durability is high, right? So demand is high. So many manufacturing company want to take our rubber quickly. So they are fighting to take that. So even any price they will able to buy that. That's why they need, right? Then who is supplier? Supplier enterprise that contributes goods or services that consume resources to another enterprise. Let's say supplier giving the raw material, supplier giving the another product to us. That is supplier, right? So select certain suppliers may produce a better quality of product. So we have to select a better supplier there. Then some suppliers may be cheap on price. Suppliers may also be selected from a number of countries to guard against the risk. Supplier from one country being affected by circumstances such as bad weather. Suppliers are different sizes on. So we have to this is select supplier. You have to see the best quality, then cheaper price, right? Then if you have the branch in many countries, you have to understand whether it's a number of countries mean location. Whether if I have my manufacturing, if I produce a milk, but in Sri Lanka only one area having the milk production, no point of having the many factories in many locations. I should have the factory there. So my factory, that supply should be very easy to take, right? If you want to produce the salt, you want to keep the factory near to the sea, right? If you want to produce the petroleum, you can't produce in Sri Lanka. You have to go to Saudi Arabia, you have to go another any Middle East countries, right? So we have to see the countries to get that supply. You can think I have to do this business, but whether you can have that supply, you can have that material, you can have the resources to do the business. That is important. Then different sizes. So we have to understand our demand first. So some suppliers and foods take this. Some if the plantation company, if you want a more plantation, more tea, you going for the good company who can give the your demand. If you're going for the small company, you have to go for two suppliers. Very difficult to go two suppliers. So you can buy one place. You are expensive also, going traveling expense there, then costing there. Some suppliers are giving the transportation facilities also. Small firms are not giving, but big firms are giving, right? They are not worried about the money. They want to catch the market. Then another one is we have to select more suppliers. If one supplier is going, we can go switch to another one. Otherwise, very difficult to find another supplier quickly. It will take more time.